Hello and welcome back to the Old Realms and our Necroc. And I've been fighting some things. Yes, I've been fighting some things. Unfortunately, I don't have a huge amount of Winds of Magic here, so I'll probably only be able to use one Screaming Skull. Yes, it looks as though I will only be able to use one. But some of the time that actually doesn't really matter too much. As long as I can do my special ability at least one time, usually we have a pretty decent time here, as you can see. Yes. Yes. You see that? If you get a really good angle on your attack, you will literally just do so much damage. As long as you hit them in the center of where they're gathering. It's actually really quite insane. I'm not sure what these things are. What are these things? What are these flames in the air here? They kind of seem like power-ups, but I don't think so. Anyway, let's just throw some of these things. Throw some of these magic bolts, and we're basically done. We're basically done already, funnily enough. And as I say, I've basically just been trying to level up as best as I can, trying to gain dark energy. I've actually respec'd a little bit in regards to my career options, because you can do that. I actually really like the fact that you have the ability to just remove points and then play those points wherever you want. So you can put them anywhere. And I'm going to show you what I've changed around in just a moment. And there we go. Got 0 casualties. 0 casualties. Just because I was able to absolutely murder them. Just murder them with the special ability. Absolutely crazy good. Anyway, there we go. Not a huge amount, unfortunately, for me to gain here, which is kind of sad sometimes. But good loot. Good loot. So I'm kind of happy with that. Anyway, I have basically spec'd out of the various perks that were giving me a passive generation, which I think is probably not the best idea. I think that's probably not particularly useful. Even though I actually think that, you know, getting a passive generation is really good. So that's the reason why what I'm going to do now is, as you can see here, I just had 1 point in it just to get maximum Winds of Magic. But what I'm actually going to do, going to just move this around right here, and I'm just going to put this over here instead, so that I can get 30 dark energy daily. Because the thing is, I don't need both of them really, I just need one of them so that we can try to reduce the overall hemorrhaging that is going on in regards to our dark energy. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a little bit about why I'm going with these particular career options over going for Unhallowed Soul or Dark Visions. Dark Visions is obviously great because spell damage increases your roguery, and if you have Disciple of the Cursed, which means that your ability scales with roguery, then this is really good, because that's basically feeding into itself, right? So, I mean, obviously, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't actually increase your roguery when you use your unique ability. I don't think the unique ability counts for that, but when you use every other kind of spell damage, it should increase your roguery, which is obviously great. That's fantastic. That's a really good synergy. However, the maximum level thing, which summons a Wraith on impact, spell damage charge is increased by 25%. That's obviously pretty good, in my opinion. But I'm taking Wellspring of Dar. Now, the main reason why I'm taking this is because the ability starts charged, which I think is fantastic. Your companions can charge your ability, or can charge their ability? I actually don't even know what that means, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, the main point is that the ability now scales with medicine, which means even more. You see, this is the main reason why I wanted to go for this. And then you also obviously have Hunger for Knowledge. The career ability is constantly slowly charged. Then we also have Witch Sight here, which allows us to have this. For every hit enemy, gain 0.25% of your maximum Winds of Magic. Now, from my perspective, I'm not sure if this is actually working for me. I don't actually know. I haven't really been able to test this functionality, as most of the time when I actually hit enemies, I'm not really looking at my magic at the time. But I do run out. I do run out of mana quite fast. So I'm kind of wondering whether it is actually working for me. I don't know. Maybe I need to place points in it and then take away points. I'm not entirely sure which thing actually does it, you see. Is it magic? My basic spells that I need to use? Is it Screaming Skull that I need to use for that? Or is it my class ability that I need to use? That's the question here. I guess we'll try it out. So let's try it out now. I have 54, okay? I have 54 Winds of Magic. And I'm going to try my career ability in just a moment. I'm going to tell everyone to charge in. Why not? And let's do it. There we go. I have 56 now. Okay. That was it? Okay, so I literally gained only two. Really? Only 2 Winds of Magic? Really? Okay. I gotta say, that's actually a little bit disappointing, to be honest. And, well, I'm dead. Yeah, that's a pretty common occurrence, I have to admit. That is a pretty common occurrence when I'm doing testing like that. So, my apologies, but sometimes you can't do anything about it, you know? I mean, I picked a pretty easy battle just purely because I thought, hey, you know what? If I do get myself killed, then at least I'm not going to have a problem, right? At least I'm not going to potentially get myself absolutely slaughtered in the process. So, you know, that's generally the main point of that. Anyway, what we're going to do, just take all that stuff, and yeah, no, this is the main problem. I am having to level up so many really, really expensive troops that it's actually starting to become a problem, as you can quite clearly tell. My dark energy income is just not enough, and the cooldown on raiding shrines is too long, in my opinion. Because, as you can see, it says every 5 days, but I think it's a little bit longer than that, to be honest, because I have waited more than 5 days in the past, and it has not come off cooldown. So I'm not sure whether that's just me. It probably is, because let's face it, it's me, you know, I do generally tend to, you know, see things where they're maybe not really happening, but, you know, the point is that we are having some issues with that at the moment. And personally, I would like to see it be about 3 days, but obviously that might be a bit too easy then, right? That might be a bit too easy, because then you're basically just standing there at the shrine, and you could basically just wait every 3 days. You could just wait 3 days and then raid the shrine, gain 50, you know, gain 500, and then you could wait another 3 days and gain another 500, and it would be the easiest dark energy that you've ever gained in your life. So obviously that is indeed, you know, maybe a bit too simple. Okay, let's do this. Nice, good hit, good hit. And we're gonna do a, well, hopefully not gonna get killed. Yeah, the problem that I'm having now is, yes, they have a cannon. That is gonna be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, Screaming Skull, let's do it. Nice, good damage, good damage. And I think it does regenerate your mana, the special ability. I think it does regenerate, so that's kind of nice at least. And you know what? I'm actually gonna say something right now that might actually be really, really dumb, but I actually prefer using Magic Bolt over pretty much anything else right now, mostly because Magic Bolt, it's so simple to use, and it has such a short cooldown. It's just a lot more. I mean, yeah, okay, don't get me wrong. Screaming Skull is obviously satisfying to use, but I think that Magic Bolt is a lot more viable in a combat situation, because while Screaming Skull is great and does good damage and everything, its cooldown is so long, you know? It's got such an insane cooldown that it's kind of hard to use properly. But I guess that doesn't really matter too much, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let me see here. What can I do with this guy? Can I Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, get him. Get him. Snipe him. Oh, no. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of sad. I actually thought that the homing impact was going to work out quite nicely in my favor there, but apparently not. There we go. Got him. A little bit of extra damage there. Can we kill him? Can we actually take him down? My wraiths are just going after him like no one's business. That's pretty nice. But, yeah. Anyway, there you go. Nice little victory for us right there. I did manage to actually stay alive this time too. And the main purpose of going into these battles, of course, is to try and gain as many prisoners as possible. And not even to take them. Just to literally farm dark energy. But it feels to me, and this is where another issue comes in, which is kind of a similar issue to what we had with the previous couple of classes. You need that particular resource to be viable, because you can't actually level up any of your units otherwise, you know? You need them. You need dark energy, in my case, to be able to actually do stuff. And the costs are very, very large for a certain amount of things, right? For a certain amount of things. So let's actually just see. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can finally defile the shrine again. Okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be great. So there's 500 dark energy. Thank you. Oh, I didn't get 500. Why is my upkeep 183? Why is my upkeep 183? That doesn't make any sense. These are 8 each. These are 0. These are 0. This is 1. This is 4. And that's 5. Okay, no, that makes no sense. Why is my upkeep minus 183? It's 194 now. Is that wrong? Is that a display bug? Is that something that I've done? Have I bugged this out in some way? But I am literally losing 194 every single day. Is that an actual bug? Am I being stupid? I don't actually know. We've got 852 now again. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to go in against these guys, I guess. Let's try and do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try and kill these. No, what? No, I don't want to go in there, you absolute imbecile. Oh, now he's gonna get away. Yes. Oh, okay, fine. What a classic. What a classic situation that is. Okay. I wonder. Do you think I can actually fight these guys? Do you think I can actually win? They only have 419. They only have 419, so it is technically possible. I mean 419 recruits, that is. They have 419 recruits, so that's pretty easy.
If you please.
I don't really want to fight this guy, if all things considered. I really do not want to fight the smaller vassals. I feel like we could quite easily handle 200 or above. I think. I might be biting off a little bit more than I can chew, but I'm kind of thinking, yeah, you know what? Why not, right? Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I try to do something a little bit more audacious? But, I don't know. Yeah, this is... see now, that's a risk. Yep, that's a risk. With my... With the angle that I used right there, that was the risk that I was taking, because what I was basically hoping is that it would hit someone's head as it was passing over them, and then it would explode in the center of the line. Because that's generally the best way that you can inflict a massive explosion right in the center of all of them and get 50, 60, 70, 80, depending on how many enemies are actually standing there, kills. You know, you could literally do that. And I mean, I've shown that in this video, so you can very clearly see that that is indeed a viable strategy, viable option, whatever. But unfortunately for me, yeah, obviously this time around I managed to miss, which was great. Yeah, I love that. I love missing. Yeah, that's wonderful. Anyway, I'm just gonna buff these guys. Wow, yeah, these guys are super buffed. And I guess I'll just speed things up. I mean, well, you know, there's not really any point now. And my spellcraft is actually not doing too badly as far as I know. I did level it up a little bit more because I've been attempting to use Screaming Skull in every single encounter that I've had so far, and that seems to be giving me a pretty decent amount of experience and everything. And yeah, I'm kind of hoping that it's going to continue that way. Yeah, we're only getting 105 here. Okay, yeah, that's not so great. Yeah, okay, well, we've got 378 now. Yeah, I always forget that I don't have enough now, you see. That's the main problem. Okay, so, do you think we can kill 700? That's the question now, you see. That is the question. I actually don't know. Should I just wait until I... What is my maximum? 92. Okay, I'm going to wait until I'm maxed out, and then we'll see. Oh, actually, wait. No, we should probably go in here against this guy. You know what? I actually don't think we can tackle 700. I think I would be able to probably you know, taking everything into account, okay? Taking every single aspect into account, I think I could probably deal with 400 if I manage not to kill myself. That's pretty much the caveat there. But without that, yeah, probably not. Oh, why, Bannerlord? Why? Why do you do that? I don't know. Anyway, there's a nice little bit of damage there. I quite like that. Unfortunately, I am going to get killed for that now, but I guess that's not too bad. Yep, there you go. Unfortunate, but my forces should be able to do something here. I only eliminated 18, but at the very least my Screaming Skull did do some damage, and that is going to enable my forces to very easily obliterate most of the opponent. As you see right there, look at how easy that was for them. Very, very simple. So, as I say, if I were not to die, and this is another one of those reasons why I kind of think maybe I should just wear some really heavy armor, but wearing heavy armor is inherently then going to give me problems. It is literally going to give me some huge issues, because it's going to reduce the amount of winds of magic that I can generate, and it's going to make it even harder for me to actually get back up to maximum magic capacity. And I think my clan tier just leveled up. Yep, there you go. I finally made it. Wow, whew, that took me a while, didn't it? Yeah, that took a long time. Alright, so I did manage to find a handful of vassals here that we might be able to fight, and they do have over 300 troops in their army, so let's see what we can do. I have 92 winds of magic, which will enable me to use pretty much huge amounts of spells, right? So, oh, okay, this is an interesting battlefield. Yeah, I'm not sure how well this is going to really go. Let's face it. These kinds of battlefields are not exactly great for me, mostly because they are super flat. I would much prefer to have a couple of mountainous areas and things like that, but, well, I guess we can just see what happens. Let's see if I can maybe hit with this. Nice. Okay, that was some good damage. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's tell my cavalry to charge in here, tell my infantry to charge in as well. Maybe we could try to kill some of their cavalry, or not, as the case may be, because apparently the enemy is way too fast, and they generally tend to do that. Yes, isn't that wonderful? So what we can do is we can do this. I will be buffing my people with our Dance Macabre thing, and then we're going to obviously be using my special ability once again. However, the special ability can't really be used in this situation, because I'm going to kill my own people. Yes. That's somewhat unfortunate, isn't it? Yes. Let's try this out, I guess. Let's try that. What? Did you see that? Screaming Skull doesn't seem to really do that much. That's kind of weird. Alright. Yeah, that might be... that might be pretty bad, actually. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just do this. Okay, that also didn't really do anything. Alright, I think we might be done. Yeah, as you can... Oh, no, never mind, never mind. We've actually only lost 50 from summoned troops, because obviously my Necromancer is indeed summoning people. So that's pretty fantastic. I actually really like the fact that he is summoning people so often. But I have a bad feeling that that is going to be game over, because if we cannot use our spells appropriately, and that is exactly what's happening, we're not actually able to use our spells as much as we would want, which is really quite surprising. As I've said to you, the enemy appears to always be in kind of weird positions. Oh, it does seem as though we are actually going to win. Oh, that's quite funny. Alright, yeah, no. It does seem as though we are actually going to achieve victory, surprisingly, but that is only because of all of our cavalry, as you can see right here. I don't even know who's still alive. The Blood Dragons, yes. The Blood Dragon Templars and the Blood Dragon Castellans. They are the main reason why we're actually able to do anything here. So 92 influence for us. And that's the funny thing. As I say, I can't use my spells. I can't use my damaging spells against the majority of units if my own people are fighting them. So I think that's what we have to keep in mind in the future, and we have to make plans to change our process. So when we're attempting to, you know, kill enemies or do whatever needs to be done to actually win, we need to stay away with our forces, use my spells, do all the damage that I need to do, and then go in and see what's happening. As you can see, I literally just got maxed. That is so funny. I literally just got maxed just from that. Are you serious? How did that even happen? What? What? How did that even happen? That doesn't make any sense. Does that make sense to you? That doesn't really make sense to me, because from my perspective, I have fought enemies that are kind of around that size before, but apparently that one was somehow more powerful or something like that. I actually have no clue, but oh well, never mind. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna check and actually see what's going on at Melchior's tower here, and I still actually don't know what's going on with my dark energy expenditure. It seems way too high, but I don't know. Because I do have quite a few blood dragons and so on and so forth, but I don't think I should be spending 226. Because you can see here, look at this. Okay, let's actually just work this out real fast. So we have 22 of these guys. So, okay, yeah, actually maybe it does make sense. I mean, they all cost 8. This is all 5. I don't know. Does it? Does it really make sense? I don't know, but we should definitely get some more blood dragons, in my opinion. They were the ones that actually won us that battle, so I'm kind of thinking that that's probably going to be, you know, a relatively decent thing for us to try to recruit. Where are we? Okay, there is the blood dragon area, so we are going to go back there. I am indeed having quite a few people wounded at the moment as well. Let me actually just see who's wounded. Sylvanians. Okay, so the Sylvanians, these guys are wounded as well. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Did I actually level up at all, by the way? Yes, I leveled up once. Okay, so that means that I can get spell effectiveness increase. Yeah, I will probably just get the spell effectiveness increase. I guess that sounds like the best course of action. But yeah, I think what I'm actually going to do is I will probably be doing a little bit of off-screen, try to get a whole bunch of renown. That's pretty much what we need next. And in the process, hopefully, I can't even take any loot anymore because we're going to be moving way too slowly otherwise. But yes, and in the process, hopefully be able to level up my spellcraft, maybe to 200. I highly doubt I'm even going to be able to make it to 150 at this point. Am I at 150? I don't think so. Am I? Let me have a look. No, I'm at 137. Yeah, it takes me an age to actually get there, but I do have this now, which might help us out quite a bit, because you gain double experience from reading books. That's pretty cool. And learning new spells costs 50% less gold, which is pretty cool too, in my opinion. I actually like that quite a great deal, but yeah, as I say, maybe we're gonna have to go off screen and try to just grind some renown. Unfortunately, I need another 450, basically. Yes, that is quite harsh. Okay, let's take a look at the merchant real fast and see if he actually has something for us right here. Let's see. Ooh. See, now, this is the funny thing. I really wish I could wear some stuff that would actually be a bit more protective. But unfortunately, I can't, you know? It is just absolutely impossible for us, because otherwise we're going to be losing out on quite a few bonuses, benefits, and so on and so forth for having a low equipment load. So that's a little bit sad. That's a little bit sad to me, but obviously, you know, considering we are very, very strong, you know, our career ability itself is very powerful, but apart from that, I mean, as we've seen and indeed tested out in previous series, survivability is the #1 most important thing when it comes to this mod, in my opinion. Because if you don't have survivability, your career ability is useless because you're dead. So you can't really do anything with that if you're dead, you know, right? So even if you can regenerate your career ability every 2 seconds, that does not matter because you're lying on the floor, you're not able to do anything. So that's the reason why I'm thinking to myself, maybe I do want to, I don't know, maybe I do want to do something with that. Maybe I do want to, you know, just forego the Necroc armor and get some Blood Dragon armor or something like that. But then I kind of think, well, actually, you know what? Maybe I want to play a Blood Dragon character, because there is a career option for the Blood Dragon Knight, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong about that, by the way, because I actually don't know whether there is, but it would be kind of cool, right? Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool. Anyway, so as I said, I am going to be doing some grinding. I hope that I'm going to be able to get there without too much time invested, because I don't really want to spend a huge amount of time off screen, because I personally feel like that's kind of sad. I don't really like progressing a huge amount off screen, because I like to keep you up to date on what's been going on. But obviously, if I'm just literally spamming auto-resolves against beastmen and minor vassals, not sure how really, you know, fun that is, but I don't know. I kind of like going in against vassals and things like that, and maybe you do as well. So I'll show some of that, I guess, towards the tail end of the grind, but otherwise, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.